look at my slit real quick? Let's just roll with it. It's only gonna get weirder from here. Ooh. Hi friends. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling parched. And you know what? I don't think one cocktail will do the trick. Not 2 cocktails, not 3. I think the only thing that's gonna quench my thirst is 5 cocktails. 5 cocktails. The tales of cocks. I have been wanting to make another cocktail video ever since I made that holiday cocktail video a few years ago. And the plan was to do it again last year. My plan did not go according to plan. And that's when my brain hatched the idea to go on TikTok and look up cocktail inspired by Twilight. Because of course my brain told me to do that. Not only was there a beautiful Twilight inspired cocktail, but this entire page called Cocktails by Allie had cocktails inspired by movies that we all know and love. I am so inspired, so excited, and so damn thirsty. So lights, camera, cocktails. Action. Let's begin with what got us into this mess, the Twilight saga. It's gonna be a bloody good time because this cocktail is gonna look like blood. I very clearly remember back in middle school when the books were all the rage and the movies hadn't come out yet. I was like, huh, vampires, how preposterous. Why is everyone so obsessed with bloodsuckers? I can't possibly imagine. And then I read the books and to put it lightly, my brain chemistry was forever changed. And first and foremost, we need blackberries. So let me just saunter on over to the fridge. Ooh, let's give them a little bath. A little bath before the blood bath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I'm going to muddle them, which should be no big deal. But what would you think if you got this in the mail? The way that it is. All I'm going to say is this looks like it's multi-purpose. It feels as satisfying as I was hoping it would. A moment of silence for the A moment of silence for the squelch. This does look reminiscent of guts, which I suppose is appropriate. If we are drinking blood, we might as well throw some guts in there. I'll give it a little taste. So far, so good. Now I'll just wash this off for later. Enough flirting with the muddler. We need to get serious and get the juice of half a lime. I get so giddy whenever I get to use this beautiful knife. Oh, it smells so good already. See, this is good. This is why cocktails are good for you. I'm getting a workout in. That's healthy. And I'm only a little bit out of breath. And this is very exciting because it's a proper measuring tool for cocktails. Whereas last time I was using measuring cups, the same kind that you use for baking, and those cocktails were the worst cocktails I've ever tried in my life. So maybe this will save us. 1 ounce of simple syrup, not complicated syrup. Now let's get this party started. You open this thing. 1 shot of vodka. My eyes burn. Oh, steady now. Steady. And she sticks the landing. Can we get a close-up on this? Just how I imagined it. This glass is lovely, but it's missing something. Marshmallow fluff. I've never seen this on a cocktail. I've never tasted this on a cocktail. I really thought I was gonna be able to just dunk this in here. I want to get it to look like snow. Allie left it like this, but I'm ever so slightly tempted to add some clear white sprinkles on it. Is that not Edward glistening in the sunlight? It's nice how they not only go in here, but also all over my floor. Let's see if I made the right choice. Oh, that's pretty. The ice and blackberries are giving me a very slow drizzle. These drips were not on purpose and they are looking more like the poison apple from Snow White than Twilight at this point. That's not gonna make it. That's coming right off. I caught the drip. I am so excited to taste the Twilight saga. Quick, whose blood am I drinking? Definitely a bad guy that either hurt women or children or animals.
Or bugs.
Oh my gosh, that's good. Oh my gosh, that's so tasty. Where's the alcohol? It tastes like a cranberry lime juice. I will say that the sugars get in my way. Like, I'd rather not be chewing on my sips. Look at what's happening here. Mayday. I don't recommend marshmallow around the rim for that reason. I need to put this drink in the sink now because that one's about to drop, but it's so good. Delicious. 10 out of 10. Would drink another bad guy's blood again. One more thing. It tastes good. I stepped in the marshmallow fluff. What? Why did I drink so much? I have 4 more to go. Someone call my mom. I need her to come pick me up. What has happened to me? I'm covered in marshmallow fluff. My floors are being mopped with it. BRB, I have to regroup. Uh-oh. Oh, hello there, spider monkeys. While the Twilight cocktail was as lovely as it was goopy, the rest of the cocktails may or may not go way downhill from here, and I am left feeling deeply unsatisfied. That gnawing feeling that I could do better. So I devised a plan to simply remake each and every cocktail that you see in this video. I'm still going to show the first attempt, and then I'm gonna take everything that I learned and try again. And it's a great thing I'm making cocktails because clearly I need a drink. This is interesting. I never noticed that the Twilight Saga cocktail never called for cranberry juice. It specifically says 1.5 ounces of pomegranate juice. That changes everything. Stunning. I love the vibes of this remake. I'm not sure it looks as impressive on camera without that goopy snow, but to my naked eye, I think this looks so romantic. I feel like this cocktail is well read, full of wisdom. Also, you might notice this faceted glass because vampires sparkle like diamonds. And we have pomegranate juice instead of cranberry juice. Let's see if we can taste the difference. My mouth is watering.
Oh gosh.
The first one was delicious, and I love this one even more. It's less sweet, more tart, and I can taste a little splishity splash of vodka. For someone who doesn't want to taste the alcohol at all, I say go ahead with the cranberry juice because that sweetness cut it completely. Whereas for me personally, this is the perfect balance of flavors. I love that it's not overly sweet. I love that it has a slight pucker to it. And I love dancing that fine line of tasting the alcohol a little bit, but not too much and not at all. This is perfection to me. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm currently trying to convince myself to not drink this entire thing right now. It's time for you to go back to the other footage where I attempt my second cocktail. I wish you luck with this one. You will need it. This video has gotten away from me. I accidentally drank most of my Twilight cocktail. There is icing embedded within my slippers now. My nose started running, and I can't get the top off of my cocktail shaker for the next cocktail. I'm strong. I'm independent. I can do this. I did it! And you know what I said last night? I said, and in the morning, I'm making cocktails. The next cocktail is inspired by Shrek. I don't associate rum with ogres, but I will now. I've learned my lesson. This isn't just your average 1 ounce of vodka. This is 1 ounce of citrus vodka. Why does this look so frightening? I know it's clear, but it's a menacing clear. This one's fun because I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a little dangly dude mean right there.
I found some web results. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Okay, is it just me or is Siri super unhelpful? 1/2 ounce of blue juice. It's the Blue Lagoon. I can't believe I'm to be trusted transporting these full containers
into another container.
This is the most important step so far because this is supposed to turn my beverage Shrek green. Oh, yes! That is a gorgeous shade of green. I was actually just thinking how I need more of an arm workout tonight. So here comes another half of lime and half a lemon. And now we top with Sprite. That ice machine is not to be trusted. And for this glass, I know I should have learned my lesson from the last one, but I can't say that I did. For this glass, I think I also want to make it unnecessarily messy. Cocktails by Allie did not tell me to do this, but when I was in the sprinkle aisle at the grocery store, I couldn't help but notice that chocolate frosting kind of looks like mud. It's very tempting to dunk the rim in there, but I don't want to throw off these citrusy flavors by adding chocolate into the ingredients. So I'm just gonna take a nice slab and add it to the side of the glass. I was so set on mud, it never crossed my mind that it would look like Shrek wiped with this glass.
He put the ass in glass with this one.
Hold on, I have something that might save it, but it probably won't. Chocolate sprinkles. Moment of truth. You know what? It looks like
Don't worry, it gets worse.
I actually did very important research today, and I watched Shrek as I did my makeup, and I saw that Shrek drank a martini with an eyeball. So I got an eyeball. Why are they floating the wrong way? I'll just stick it right there. It looks like Mike Wazowski. I actually acquired this eyeball from the dead man whose blood I collected earlier. I never let a body go to waste. Let's give Shreky Poo a taste. Shreky Poo. Ooh. Okay, I did have a sore throat to start this video off, but this has made it more sore. Very sour and acidic. It sucks the moisture out of your mouth, but once you get through that fiery haze, a mellow coconut greets your tongue. And it's like, shh, it's okay. My eyelids feel heavy. Good thing I have this guy looking out for me. I'll never forget in the Vine days when people said that I look like Fiona in Shrek form. Not just once or twice, it was a very common comment. Do I dare pair the two flavors and give the chocolate frosting whirl?
Oh, that's bad. That is toothpaste and orange juice.
I would tell you to not do what I did, but I know you already know that. I am so sorry you had to see that. That cocktail was like when a 2-year-old makes artwork that doesn't make it up onto the fridge. I needed to be put in timeout for that cocktail. The mysterious brown smear accompanied by a single eyeball.
That's a foul.
I could not let that cocktail be my Shrek legacy. I'd be the laughing stock of Far, Far Away. What would Gingy say? What would the Muffin Man think? He huffed and he puffed and he signed an eviction notice. As Fiona, specifically in ogre form, I need to make things right with my husband. This makes you smile like it makes me smile. Shrek ears in a slug mug.
Isn't he so cute?
I also froze a few purple flowers as ice cubes to give the outdoorsy feel of a swamp. Imagine that, from mud to flowers. What a glow up. I think it's pretty, I think it's adorable. Unfortunately, nothing changed about the insides. The recipe is the same, so let's see if my taste buds have changed since I first tried this cocktail. Maybe I just couldn't get past how it looked before, and that threw off all my senses. Oh gosh. I think somehow it got more sour than last time. Excuse me. This time around, it's very lime forward, ... and then coconut.
Put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do. For this next cocktail, it's a good thing it's not Wednesday, because I'm not wearing pink. It's time to taste the flavors of Mean Girls. That sounds like it's gonna taste terrible. Are cocktails a carb?
Not again.
Could you help me with this, please? 3 ounces of cranberry juice. Now that's interesting because this only supplies 2 ounces. You're telling me I won't have to go boop, boop? Oh, Who didn't clean out the measuring cup? My floor is feasting tonight.
My cocktails bring all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours.
Does this match me? A little. Another half a lemon? What do you think? That lemons just grow on trees? Whee! There's a lemon in there, and now we're going to activate the juice. Close your eyes. Now we need 1 shot of vodka. What's a shot? This time she said shot. How come this whole time she said ounces and now she's saying a shot?
1 shot is 1.5 fluid ounces.
I never would have guessed that. Now we're gonna do another ounce of simple syrup because it's full of secrets. This is gonna sound silly, but I had no idea which glass to put this cocktail in, and why does the shape of this one look the most mean girl-y?
There's something sharp and fierce about it.
Say crack again.
Crack.
Oh my gosh, I didn't put on the pink sparkles. I have to open this and put it back in. It's a good thing this thing is really easy to open. Specifically, my thumb is so sore. She's working hard. If I had an Apple Watch, it would be like,
Wow.
you're such a hard worker outer. And I'd be like,
I know, right?
I can't do this. Oh, yes I can. This needs to go back in here. We're going to have faith that it will all work out. That's not bad. I've spilled much worse tonight. Slight cleanup on aisle 69. I was in the splash zone, that was my fault. Now, I must admit that my glass decorating skills have been not fulfilling any of my fantasies. I took a big risk with decorating my Shrek cocktail, and now I'm going to do the opposite, and I'm just going to apply some pink sugar. You just can't go wrong with pink sugar. That is so simple yet so pretty. Let's see which mean girl this tastes like. Ooh, okay. I got the shivers on that one. It's fine. That's just a vodka cran where you can taste the vodka. I'm gonna name this cocktail the Regina. It bites, but it's pretty. So you agree?
You think you're really pretty.
I would agree that that cocktail was very pretty, but I do think that I was playing it safe, which was smart at the time considering the chaos that was ensuing with every other cocktail. But this time around, I'd like to play up the theme so that it's not just a pretty cocktail, it's a pretty Mean Girls cocktail. This is so cute! I'm kind of in love with her. She is that bitch. The garnish is toaster strudel. Oh no, the frosting's dripping like the marshmallow fluff. And I glued on the pink sprinkles with toaster strudel icing. Plus, it's pink, which is a relief because it's bound to be Wednesday, one of the days that someone's watching this video. It's Wednesday someday. Does this have alcohol in it?
Oh God, honey, no. What kind of mother do you think I am? Why, do you want a little bit? Because if you're gonna drink, I'd rather you do it in the house.
Let's give her a taste. I wasn't expecting the flavor to improve, but it kind of did. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. The sweet icing on the rim is cutting the harshness of the vodka. It's actually pretty darn delightful. I think that must mean that this Mean Girls cocktail is Gretchen Wieners. Still has a little mean streak, but not as mean as the last one. Plus, her father invented toaster strudel. This one's for you, Mr. Wieners. Anything else need a wash? One time I took a bath in the sink because I was really in the mood for a bath, but I don't have a bath, and so I hopped in that sink.
I was like, yo, Trey, do you think you could buy me a bottle of rosé?
Okay, let's get it. It's time for Hunger Games. Let me just get this out of the way. I love Finnick.
I've just decided I need more blush. Oh my gosh, I just broke my blush.
I recently just rewatched all of the Hunger Games with Hudson, and they were so good. Oh my gosh, they were so good, but also so much more violent than I remembered. And I definitely had to have my ice pack out for those movies If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. The main ingredient of the Hunger Games cocktail is blood orange juice. I went to the grocery store and they didn't have blood orange juice. I brainstormed and I came up with something more fun. Maybe not tastier, but I would say more fun if it goes according to plan. So with that being said, I'm doing 2 ounces blood orange, scratch that. I'm doing oh my gosh, never mind, you'll see. Where are all my things? Oh my gosh, they're still in the sink places, everyone. See this lime? Let's see if I can juggle. Half a lime. Oh my gosh, I just put my finger on the sharp part. Half a lime coming right up.
I shouldn't be trusted with sharp objects.
I also need half of this guy's skin. And once again, this is me venturing outside of the recipe. We all just need to trust me on this one. This right here is what I was looking for. This concave little cutie. 2 ounces of orange juice. Check. Juice of half a lime. Check. The usual 1.5 ounces of vodka. Oh, there's a hair in my eye. All this simple syrup and alcohol and sugared rims makes me feel like I'm gonna have a delightful headache tomorrow. Now I'm gonna top this with San Pellegrino in blood orange flavor. I love this sound. Ooh, that's a pretty color. I've never had this. I'm gonna give it a whirl. No. Woo! Now I miss Brandy Broski. Only one of us knows that the other one exists, but that doesn't stop the friendship from forming in my soul. And let this be a lesson that caps on your cocktail shakers are optional. You want to shake it with your top off, you just gotta be quicker than that and catch the drops in your mouth. Oh, what's that perfume I'm wearing? That's just Hunger Games by Cocktail. What? Don't let me pouring this liquid in this glass fool you, for this cocktail is not complete. You know what? I think I should put ice in the glass. Maybe that's what all of my cocktails have been missing. Stand back. Just like that, I regret every single cocktail of this evening. Did the ice elevate my Shrek swamp?
Absolutely not.
What in the world? What the hell? I strongly recommend never putting marshmallow fluff on your cocktails. Looks like melted wax. Kind of pretty. New fun way to hold your cocktails. Oh yeah, that one's good. Okay, all my attention back on this girly. I couldn't find a blood orange, but I could always add blood to the orange. Here comes a 1/2 ounce of grenadine. This once again is my own idea, and we all know how well those ideas have been going this evening. I'm hoping this adds some movie magic. Let's see. I really, truly thought that this would be like when you add cream to a coffee and you get to see that really cool effect of it seeping in there. And I thought it would be like blood oozing, but it didn't do a darn thing. We have one more shot, alcohol joke, at making this cocktail cool. And it involves this little boat I made. I'm going to pour vodka into my boat. I want it to float. Okay, so far so good. Now I'm gonna try to set this alcohol on fire. I saw with my own eyes someone do this before and nothing bad happened. So that should mean that I'm safe, right? So far nothing's happening? What the heck? The only thing I can think of is maybe the video I saw had a higher proof alcohol percentage. Maybe mine wasn't flammable enough. I tried. In the spirit of Hunger Games, the odds weren't in my favor. When it comes to the Hunger Games, no one wins when you really think about it.
Cheers.
This one reminds me of the first one in the way that it tastes like yummy juice. I'm not tasting the alcohol. This is delicious. I think the ice cubes help also, so it's really cold. But it was supposed to be fiery hot. And then with the little orange boat on fire, I'd be like, girl on fire. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'll be darned if I don't turn that frown upside down. which would be right side up. Are those blood oranges that I found at Trader Joe's? Heck yes, they are. You hear that, President Snow? We're gonna win the 69th annual Hunger Games. I think I found a way to light my Hunger Games cocktail on fire in a completely safe way. I find this cocktail especially gorgeous. I love all three colors. They complement each other so well. Let's find out what a blood orange cocktail tastes like. Oh. It tastes like an orange, only stronger, but with a slight bitterness to it that reminds me of grapefruit. I can also taste the vodka with this recipe, whereas when I use just orange juice and grenadine, once again, the sweetness cut out the vodka, but it's back and it's better than ever. Gosh, that's really good. I find myself taking more sips than I want to take, but it's so good that it kind of just finds its way to my mouth. I might have liked the other recipe a few % more, but this one tastes much more unique and I feel like that makes it more special, so maybe this one wins. It's a toss-up. They're both very delicious. Also, with each sip, I am inhaling this rosemary and it just adds to the whole experience. A little aromatherapy. I must admit that I don't want what's about to happen, but my mom is insisting, so let's just go with it. I just felt a little fluffier all of a sudden. Oh my gosh! I'm a mockingjay! Girl up! I'm spilling it. Okay. That's what this drink was missing. A feather.
That was funny.
I hope that made all your dreams come true. Back to the purple outfit. Every cocktail so far has gone in the sink, but I'm gonna keep this one right beside me. It is now my emotional support cocktail. It is time for our final cocktail of the evening. This one is absolutely magical. It doesn't really have to do with mixology as much as it has to do with wizardry. The next cocktail is Harry Potter inspired. This one is specifically Polyjuice Potion. I got a potion bottle. This is quite tiny compared to the rest of the cocktail glasses. This tiny little hole. You know what I mean? And my mom, being the mom she is, she was like, say no more. And she went and she got me this little funnel. Now, okay. Whoa. Oh my gosh, you couldn't see that. But this is on the edge of glory. I'm gonna move it over here. I wanted to hang out with the cocktail. We all knew that was a bad idea. Okay, last night, as well as watching Mean Girls, I also watched every single Harry Potter scene that talked about Polyjuice Potion. Basically, you drink the potion and you turn into another person. It should be that simple, but it gets a little hairy. Oftentimes, you do need to add one's hair into the potion. You just Salt Bae that in and you hope for the best. It's like I've had 4 cocktails or something.
Hope you don't mind while I just clean this up a bit.
I like the way it makes my slippers stick to the floor. This is one of those times we have no choice but to lean into the stickiness. Wait a minute, you're telling me that the only alcohol in here is this sweet little ounce of rum? This is giving pina colada. Top it with some orange soda.
And by orange soda, I do mean cream soda.
There we are. Now we are going to save this potion, this elixir for later. Now I must scrape all of the green lime sherbet from the rainbow sherbet. I know they already taught you this in school, but Polyjuice Potion is the consistency of mud, and that's where this sherbet is really coming in handy. I asked Shrek if we could borrow some of the mud from his swamp, but you know how he gets. That was a hard no. Now let's combine the two. That looks about right. in the way that it looks so wrong. And for the last time this evening, I am going to break the rules and add my own ingredient into this recipe, green shimmer. Judging on how the rest of my little changes to the recipe have gone, I would not be surprised if this shimmer fails to show up, but there's only one way to find out. It got really frothy. I like the shade of green, and it almost looks like I shouldn't be drinking this, and that's exactly what I want. Now, according to Professor Moody, Polyjuice Potion tastes like goblin pee. So cheers to that. I don't like this one. It tastes like coconut water, and I don't like coconut water. And that frothiness just adds to the weirdness of it. Hey, sorry to barge in like this, but I didn't have a good transition. First and foremost, do I not look like a golden snitch? Anyway, what I failed to mention was how sweet that Polyjuice Potion was. Way too sweet. And when you look at the recipe, it only has an ounce of rum and then so much sweetness stacked on top of that. So I will be adding vodka because really that's where the magic happens. Also, I did make the most rookiest mistake of all time. I didn't add a hair to the Polyjuice Potion. That is the most colossal mistake I could have made.
So let's right this wrong right now.
Oh, yeah. As you can see, I didn't mix the ball of sherbet this time around. I'm just letting it slowly ooze in the rest of the liquid.
And I don't use this word lightly, but I am obsessed with the potion smoke.
Oh my gosh, now that's some proper butterbeer. Not butterbeer, what is this? That's some proper Polyjuice Potion. Now there's only one thing left to do. I happen to have a random hair on my dress and it's not mine, so I'm just gonna sprinkle that in there and let's see what happens. I actually might get a straw because I don't want to accidentally give my lips frostbite. Oh, worse than before. Much worse. Wow. I felt that. It's just vodka and rum. I don't know where the rest of the ingredients went. That's harsh. I will say that a small part of me secretly enjoys not enjoying the Polyjuice Potion because you're not supposed to enjoy Polyjuice Potion. I'm actually not feeling the best. I think I'm just gonna sit down for a second and get my bearings.
A few minutes later.
Okay, well, I'm starting to feel a little bit better, but I feel taller. Oh my goodness. I look amazing. Oh my God, I'm gorgeous. I'm the most handsome man ever. This is everything I ever wanted. I wanted to be inside of his skin and I'm there. And wait, hold your horses. Jackpot. Okay, I need to go test this thing out.
An hour or two later.
I'm feeling like myself again. If you've made it to this point in the video, I so appreciate you watching me attempt these cocktails twice. And I'm so happy that I did it this way. I weirdly very much enjoyed doing these cocktails twice. I am feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I'm now gonna let Purple Outfit Me sign us off. That was an experience of a lifetime. I can't just let me sound it out. I cannot decide if Hunger Games or Twilight wins this round. I'm leaning Hunger Games, but my taste buds have indeed changed since I started this video. The taste buds have derailed, so don't take it from me. Take it
From me.
the hungry girls named Shrek and Harry at Twilight. God, I love that movie. And here is all the love just for you. Bye.
I'm feeling
That's cute. That's cute.
the ground is sticky. I spilled so many cocktails. I'm beautiful. I'm stunning. I'm the sexiest man on earth. Jackpot!
I did a lot of this. I was just swinging. This is gonna be so fun for my carpal tunnel. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. It says 1.5 ounces of vodka, and I only did 1 ounce. We can't have that. That's a mistake I'm not willing to make.
Would you like us to assign someone to butter the rim of your glass?
Look at this magic. It looks like icicles and like vampire fangs. We got it. Come on. What, like it's hard? Oh, that would have been a good movie. Legally Blonde. I was this close to having to call my boyfriend and being a damsel in distress, but look who's the hero of this story. It's like my hair drank the cocktail. What's going on? Look at this. Look. Baby, look. Pardon my whistle. I only know how to whistle sucking in. And don't worry, because I do have a slit in this dress as well. So no harm, no foul. Or is it all harm, all foul? And we have ice cubes to represent vampire's temperature. Cheers.